Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Citizens Court, where today we open to the case of the neutrophil versus the neurovirus. Our plaintiff today is the norovirus, who is accusing the defendant of unjustified attempted homicide and causing serious injury. He's suing here and now for repair costs and filing for a restraining order. And here's our defendant, Neutrophil, or better known by his street name, the white blood cell. He claims that his quote-unquote murder attempt was simply protecting a loved one, the young boy he and the other white blood cells lived in. He also claims that he experienced injury when he shot out his own DNA to use as a web, and that the battle most likely shortened his 8-hour lifespan dramatically. He's countersuing for the cost of repairing his injuries and an all-expenses-paid vacation to the Bahamas to spend the last few hours of his life. Let's see the case.
All rise for the Honorable Judge Anderson.
You may be seated. The court will now recognize the case of the norovirus versus the neutrophil. Norovirus, we'll hear from you first.
Thank you, Your Honor. Just a couple of hours ago, I was working hard, doing my job, when this nutball came out of nowhere and tried to eat me. His attempted murder could have potentially been catastrophic for the company.
The company? Your company is nothing but an illegal business designed to hurt humans. Your Honor, when I attacked that man, I was doing it to defend a young boy's life. The norovirus was invading his system to hurt the boy, so me and my family, as first responders, rushed to stop him. I was doing my job just as much as his.
Your Honor, you cannot possibly believe that. Just because I caused humans harm is no reason to try to murder me.
Yes, it is. Mr. Virus, you've obviously shown your side of the case. Let's hear what Mr. Neutrophil has to say.
Thanks, Your Honor. When this man brutally invaded the body of the young boy I worked with, it is my job to stop the bacteria before things get dangerous. People are police officers and firemen to respond to their emergencies. That's what I am. I'm the body's first responder. I did attack this man, but only to prevent him from doing the boy any harm.
And what made you assume that man was a hostile?
When this man entered the child's body, he injured some other cells along the way. Obviously, if he was injuring other cells, the rest of the body was in danger too.
And what made you think that I was damaging other cells? Who's to say I wasn't just passing through peacefully?
When a cell is damaged, norovirus chemokines are released into the body. These chemokines allow in neutrophils to know when there's an intruder. And trust me, there was plenty of chemokines in the body a couple of hours ago.
Fine, but you can't justify literally attempting to eat me. Your Honor, if this man simply was trying to defend himself, then there were certainly more humane ways to do it.
Okay, first of all, I didn't say try to eat you. That was a process called phagocytosis, in which I encapsulate you and release enzymes to break you down. That is the only way that I can defeat bacteria without killing myself. Speaking of which, I also suffered grievous injuries when trying a more humane blockage to releasing DNA in order to create a web in which to capture the bacteria. I'm lucky to have survived at all.
But Your Honor!
Stop. I've heard enough. Neutrophil, you've won this case. And thank you for your service. What does Mr. Virus owe you?
Thanks, Your Honor. I asked for medical repairs, but that won't be necessary at this point. I would like that paid vacation, though, seeing as I have spent about 7 hours of my 8-hour lifespan already. Bahamas sounds good, no?